This is episode 1 of my TRX-4M build. Hey, just want to welcome y'all to a new segment I'm going to have on the channel. I finally got my first RC car. I decided to get kind of a crawler, like rock climber, like a small form factor. So I ended up getting the TRX-4M from Traxxas. I'm super excited. This is my first RC car ever. And so this episode is going to be an unboxing and a product review of the first time I've really ever driven an RC car since I was like 10 or 11, when I had like some beat up old ones when I was growing up. But this is the first RC car I bought. I'm really excited. I've been watching a lot of videos from a lot of different YouTubers, and so I can get a real good idea of what this platform can do. So let's get on with the unboxing video and the review. So very excited to open up this box. The packaging on the outside looks really great. I really like the Land Rover and the Defender look. It looks super cool. So I've got it out of the box, almost out of the box, but comes really nice packaging. Very excited. I get a receiver. This is my first RC ever, so very excited. Very cool. Got a receiver. Looks like we got the battery here and the charger. Very nice. And I guess this is the mother load right here. Well, I'll pause it and take it out, but it looks like we also got some nice instructions here with some tools and everything. So got it out. It is plastic wrapped. Let's see if I can try to remove that. I didn't want anything happening to the body. It gets hurt or anything. It's caught back there on the bumper. Other than that, oh my goodness. It's got some nice weight to it. Very cool. Carriage, wow, look at all that. Linkages, everything. Drive shaft. Oh my gosh, so cool. Let me see if I can get this plastic wrap off here. There we go. Very cool. Oh my goodness, I'm just totally stoked to get the, I think what I'll do right now is now I got it unpacked, I'll go charge the battery. So as far as stuff you get kind of a how-to little guide here, some full instructions here, which is really nice. It's got actually at the end, read through it real quick, it's got actually full schematic, so kind of, which is kind of cool. You got your registration card, and you get a pretty cool poster. Kind of excited about that. That's pretty cool. That's kind of cool. They're in McKinney, Texas. That's kind of cool. That's you know, up in Dallas area, so right in Texas. So I'm gonna go through and read through all this, and then you also get some tools, and it looks like you get remove the tires, some hexes, and then it looks like you get some preload shock springs. So very cool, very cool kit. I'm glad everything, since it's my first RC, I'm glad everything's included, and there's nothing really I got to do. The only thing I got to do is get some AA batteries, which looks like they go right in there. So we'll get those put in and get that fired up, and as soon as this bad boy is charged, we'll be happy to get it running. And still very excited. The body is super cool. I love how everything's right in there. You got the servo, ECU, like everything's right there. So very cool. Really loving the tires. So cool. It's such like a mini car, so I can't wait to get it up and running. I'll probably end up switching the mode. I'll go outside and run it like on high speed, and then normal speed, and then I'll run on the lower crawl speed. So run them all three and maybe run them through the yard. Out there in the front, I got some rocks and some other things, and we'll see how it handles in the backyard. So I've got my USB battery charger here. I've got this, I hooked up the battery. That is the most crazy amount of things I've seen. So I guess we'll just plug it on in here. So there we go. It looks like on the battery charger right here, it looks like we've got a blinking green and then a red, which means it's still charging. So I guess when we get a full red and a full I guess when we get both of them on with the red and the green, that's when we know the battery is fully charged. So it is about, what time is it? It's about 9:55 in the morning. So I'll see how long this battery does take to charge on my USB charger right here, and we'll see how long it takes straight out of the box, so y'all kind of get an idea of how long it takes. So it looks like it's all charged now. See, the red light and the green light are both on, which tells me it's done charging. So pretty cool. At least I got some lights and stuff to know. So I'm gonna unplug this and get the battery hooked up, and we'll see what happens when we go take it outside for the first time. Just looking over the quick start guide, looks like I've already removed the top, which is here, and the battery is done charging, which was kind of cool. So yeah, looks like battery goes in here, right there. I'm not gonna be able to do this on camera, but looks like you pop that down, then you plug in the battery here into here, and that basically turns it on. Now it's the front end bumpers, latches onwards, push up on the latches. So looks like that. So we will get all that turned on and make sure it looks like it's up and running. We'll give it a first try. So I've got it plugged in. The green light is on, which tells me that's going. So you turn on the receiver first. So I turned on the receiver. That came on to green light. And now looks like that's it. So let's try it here. Uh-oh, I got turning. Oh, sweet, look, got little lights up front. Oh, this is so cool. And let's see here, let's try the controller. Oh, it's going, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna get the body put on, and I think there's some different modes here. We have sport mode, trail mode, and crawl mode. I think I'm gonna go on trail mode, and I'll go outside and test it on trail mode, and then I'll test it on crawler mode. I think I want to test those two. I'm not really sure about sport mode. That may be more fun for my kids or something of that nature, but we'll go ahead and put it in trail mode. So it looks like you hold that button down. So that's one light. Okay, so we got two lights. So that looks like it's in trail mode. Put the body on and we'll take it outside and do a run with it, see what it looks like. As you can see, I am just literally beating this thing up. You know, I'm running it over as fast as I can. You know, I'm just really seeing what the capabilities of this is in trail mode, and as well as, you know, about to go in crawl mode here in a second. But yeah, I'm just having lots of fun with this, seeing what it can do. As you can tell, I've already flipped it, but you know, stuck it over, put it in crawl mode, right back to it. But you know, this is very interesting to me. You know, I've never had an RC before like this kind of caliber, so this is a lot of fun to just see what it can do. You know, the crawl mode is definitely, you put it on a little slower and everything, but it's just, it is a lot of fun to go. I mean, right now, you know, I'm just running it through the grass. I mean, I just cut my yard like 3 days ago, and like literally I am sitting here and just like wondering how, you know, it's crazy how quickly the grass grows down here in Houston. But you know, it's just, I'm just running it through the grass. I just want to see what this truck is actually capable of, and it is definitely a lot of fun. And on my little walkway path here, I think it's kind of a cool like little test to kind of see what, like, you know, just kind of jumping over and moving over. So I'll definitely be using some of these rocks for something else. But yeah, you know, the pathway is kind of cool. So. So kind of picking this back right off where I've just flipped it on trail mode. So I'm just going through, and you know, this is kind of a cool little area. I've got roots and a whole bunch of junk in here. So you know, pine needles, everything like that. So it's kind of a good test for this car, you know, as I'm zooming over everything to see what it's really capable of. I mean, the Defender looks cool. It is a lot of fun to drive. But you know, trail mode, it's not quite. It's not quite I think I like about the crawl mode, but at the same time, I mean, it just kind of jumps and goes. So the stock motor seems to have a lot of power, you know, a lot of fun stuff. But as you can tell, it gets stuck in the pine needles and over the roots. But you know, it is definitely fun. So crawl mode's kind of more the same, really. It's just you do get that lower control speed, and I don't know. It seems to be a difference to me. I'm not quite sure, you know, like what y'all have tested and what y'all have seen when y'all first run this thing. But you know, just this is just more of me just having some fun and trying to see what this little crawler can do. But I mean, it is a lot of fun, especially over in this area because it's a lot of roots and a lot of fun stuff. But you know, it's, I don't know what else to say, but I'm having a blast driving this thing. It is very fun. It's got a lot of pep to it, definitely, and it's just it's a very cool piece that Traxxas put together, and I'm really liking the ability here. You know, like I said, it is top heavy. I am going fast, so it definitely is going to drop down and fall, but we'll get it right back up and get it going again. And that's a good thing about this car so far that I've liked. It is, I've been able to beat it up pretty well, and it just keeps on going. Make it up there. So back here on the side of my house, this is definitely, I have a lot of rocks and gravel over here. This area does hold water really well, and so when we bought the house, the person before us, you know, filled it with all this rock and gravel. So I mean, this is just a really good test of this little bugger to see what it can do as it just plows through pretty much all these little like round, nice, really river type rocks, and it just goes and goes, bounces around, and it is a lot of fun to drive back here. So this is definitely another good taste, another good test of this vehicle, especially in trail mode. So back to crawl mode, and it does slow down a little bit, and I can really kind of hit those rocks and kind of just zoom right over. But more of the same of me just bouncing it around. I mean, it is so much fun to drive. It really is. I get wobbly in here and it kind of pulls it right back together. But this is one thing I have noticed is this thing is a little top heavy. So that's something that will have to definitely be fixed. But super fun, and this area I'll definitely be taking as I do upgrades or do anything else to this car. I'll definitely be taking it back here and running it around like a crazy fool. So out in the front of my house, I forgot that I had this kind of big area where I have a lot of plants and stuff, but the whole back area, there's really nothing there anymore, and it's kind of got down to like topsoil. And so I thought this would be definitely a very good spot for me to bring it out here. And I forgot to do the trail mode video, but this is crawl mode, and this is a lot of fun. I just brought it out here, and there's roots over there on that tree, so it does get top heavy, so it fell over again. But this is probably one of my besides that back area in the backyard, this is really fun to run around and drive in, because I mean, to be honest with you, this thing is super fun and exciting, especially when I get in like the loose dirt and I can just go to town. So yeah, right over here there's a lot of loose dirt, and it's just funny. I was doing 360s, I get stuck on like a little big piece of dirt, and you can just see the dirt just spinning and going out of the tires. So definitely a lot of fun. But doing 360s, and so this dirt area is definitely fun. I mean, this can, I think I did this for about 20 or 30 minutes, so a lot of fun. So the first test run is done. Unplug it here, kind of turn everything off, and you can really tell it's dirty. Bottom of it, you can kind of tell why, look at the bottom, you can kind of tell that that is definitely why people upgrade and put a brass skid plates on there. The gearbox is not bad. Everything else looks good. Just a little dusty and dirty, so I'll kind of clean that up. I think these shocks work really well, very cool. The body is already dented up the front, a little dirty. Other than that, very fun to drive. I think it's a very cool kit. Had a lot of fun with it. So y'all have watched it. I've run the car multiple times, different places out in my yard, just trying to have fun with the car. I tried out the trail mode as well as the crawl mode. I know the two differences between the two is one's, it's got the brake and everything on the crawl mode. It slows it down just a little bit. It's got a little more control, especially it seems like to me in the steering. So I'll most likely just use the crawl mode. I really want to make a crawler out of this. And so I can do some, rock formations and other stuff. And, like I was doing in the front, kind of like plowing through dirt and running over roots and stuff like that. I had a lot of fun doing that. So I think that's the mode I'm going to I really enjoy. I just want to say, so driving the Defender, I've noticed that there are a couple things I'm going to have to do. One, it is just like all the videos I've said that I've watched, it is super top heavy. So I need to get some weight and put it on the front and probably the rear. The rear is pretty good in the back, it seems like, with the wheel and the rest of the items that are back there and the gas can. So the rear seems pretty heavy in the back, but the front, I think, needs some more weight to pull it down. So I think that I'm definitely going to have to add some weight. I watched some videos and everything on about how to do that. So for y'all, so for the next video, the next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of those first upgrades that I want to do on it to help get some weight in the front and, widen out the tire and widen out the stance. because you know, that's the only way you're really going to get it to level out and, you know, be able to take a rock and not kind of tip over, you know, because watching the videos, you know, just going over simple rocks, I know it's going kind of fast and stuff, but you know, I flipped it a couple times, just not on the videos. Some are on the videos, but I flipped it a couple times where I just took a turn a little fast. And so, you know, you can definitely tell the Defender's top heavy. So the next episode will be that. And then I'm also going to do an episode 2 is I need to make some sort of crawler type rock formation in my backyard. I think I've got a good spot picked out. It's run number 2, that tree area back there. There's a lot of open ground. So I think I'm going to build some sort of crawler like rock formation back there that I can do. So I will also be making an episode of that. So I'm not sure if the next episode will be that, building the rock crawler course, or if it'll be the first initial upgrades that I'm going to do on my TRX-4M Defender. So other than that, I really do appreciate y'all watching this, and I hope this gives you a good idea on just how much fun the TRX-4M can be and how much fun I've had just with my first initial experience driving it for an hour or so, just outside, just having a lot of fun with it. My girls were able to drive it. My wife even drove it, and she was like, "We got a Land Rover now." So it was a lot of fun. So this is definitely a very good entry point for an RC car, especially if you're looking for that kind of off-road, like crawler type, just, you know, fun type of car, not something small, and it's a good price point. I mean, it was $150. I picked it up down at a local hobby shop that just opened out here in Pearland. It's I just want to say thank you to the guys at Performance RC. When I walked in, they were really nice, really kind. They had a lot of good products on the shelf. They have a huge like rock crawler track. It looks like up front. They also have like a little indoor track too. They have a lot of airplanes, and they have like whole walls just full of extra products and stuff. So I'll be going back there to pick up some extra stuff too as well. So if you're in the Pearland, or you know, in that Pearland, you know, like Angleton, like that kind of lower area, you know, down here in South Houston, definitely go check them out. But it's Performance RC. They were really nice and really kind. I think they do monthly raffles, it looks like, too. So I'll definitely be going up there to try on their little rock track too, so after I get some stuff put into it. So other than that, I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe. This is a new thing I'm going to do on the channel, as well as, you know, my Warhammer stuff, as well as the project car for my RSX too as well. So appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe, leave any comments down there, you know, let me know what y'all think. You know, I know there's a lot of channels out here are doing stuff on this, but I hope y'all enjoy watching my review and kind of my unboxing video for the TRX-4M Defender. So thanks a lot, and I'll talk to y'all later.